What's going on, everyone? Thank you for joining me. You are in the zone, the gaming zone with Lacan, and we are back in Aska. So, if you can tell by the date or the top right, the season that we're in, a few days have passed since the last video. I played through the rest of spring and all of summer, and we are into autumn now. I believe this is still early autumn, but we have 5 days left before the invasion starts. I don't know what to expect from the invasions, but I've just been trying to get everything prepared. I have died twice since doing the video. Um, the death situation was a little confusing. There was no explanation, as has been the case with a lot of the things in Aska. Very little explanation. But when you die, you're given the choice to either be reborn or to turn into a ghost. I've tried both. Um, one was on accident. I'll let you guys guess which one of that was. So I was concerned when I first died, um, if the reborn, being reborn, was going to reset my game, and I was going to have to start all over from scratch. But that is not the case. You're essentially just re-resurrected. I don't know for sure what the penalty is for that. Um, my bow's about to go. I didn't really see any type of penalty that came from it, but you're reborn. You're born again at the eye, and you can continue on. You have to go pick your stuff back up. It's all dropped and spread around on the ground. You'll pick it back up, and that's it. Um, or you can be reborn as a ghost. And I accidentally clicked this trying to get reborn. You're not reborn as a ghost. You turn into a ghost, and you're supposed to do that playthrough. And once you turn into a ghost, you get a timer of, once that timer ends, then you're just automatically reborn. In that time frame, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take the soul of one of your villagers in order to be reborn. I don't know if you get reborn as that villager or your character comes back. I don't know for sure because I chose not to do that. But because I was actively getting raided by a blood moon, they were, during that time that I'm waiting to be resurrected now, which I think it was like a 3 minute timer. Uh, they broke through the gate. They came in and then they killed one of my hunters. The only one that was actually coming out and actually helping with the fight, which I didn't get a chance to sound the alarm for anybody else, so it was just him. And he took the brunt of the assault and died before I can get back up, and so I reset. I went ahead and rolled back. I'm just telling you guys to be open and honest. I rolled back, whoops, and was able to play through. There was a lot of stuff that I did do that I lost that progress, but here we are. We are back. We're now 5 days away from the invasion. I was able to get the tailoring shop built. So the workshop can be converted into other things. So you got the leather working, and then you got the carpenter. I believe you have the smithing station or the bloomery or something like that. I guess I could see from here. You got the weaver, which is what we needed. Leather worker, metal worker, carpenter, and then a dyer. I can do a dyer, but this is like beyond the least important thing for me to worry about. I'm not going to waste the resources on that. Um, Plus, I don't really have the room for it. So these extend out to the left and right of it, with whatever you choose to be. So I could build this, which is the leather working, but I couldn't build anything over here because of how close it was to this cottage. What do you guys need? Bark for crafting. Yeah, we've been struggling on bark. Absolutely struggling on bark. And then what do you need? See, consider adding another wood harvest marker. Oh, I couldn't find any long sticks, resin, or logs. Oh. Yeah, I didn't put any markers down for wood cutting because we've been just fine with the trees in the area, but I guess they've kind of gone through it. So I do need to go ahead and set some markers down for them. I have since created this farm. The person that I have on the farm is extremely unhappy because she is not doing anything. Um, we got a bunch of berries from them. We have gone through those berries, and they just kind of let the farm and plot kind of go back to ruin. And I don't know what to do for them. I mean, they're not horribly unhappy. Work hours is low. It says max happiness lowered for some reason. Oh, here we go. Um, it just says working decreases happiness. So I don't know. Um, I could come here. It looks like I don't know. I'll give her some extra leisure time, I guess. So we'll see if that does anything for her mood. Anyways, so we got the farm. Uh, the we were talking about this here, the workshop. I went ahead and built another workshop over here. This gave me a little bit more room to expand. We have the weaver over here, the loom, and then I can go ahead and add another one at some point. I'm not going to worry about it right now. My guy has been here making clothing. Right now, everybody in town has one of these, and I believe a cape. I got him set to making two of everything. And for some reason, the hood and the capes were the first two that he wanted, even though they were lower on the priority. But now that everybody has it, they should hopefully start working on building or crafting the shirts, the pants. It's possible that he has been already, and people have been putting them on. I've been kind of letting these guys put on the gear first because they're the ones that I'm going to be most concerned about. Um, yeah, we got fence around the whole area. This is one of the things that frustrates the heck out of me. And I will fully blame it on their lack of explanation of things in the game. So we got the fencing. The if you go here and you go to defenses and you go to build a hedge wall, which is what I built around the village. You go to build that, you'll see the arrow pointing, right? I thought that the arrow pointing was telling me the direction out. Like this was the direction that was outwards. But since it's facing me, it's telling me which way is the interior part of the fence. I saw these squares. I thought that these were the nodes that you would attach like towers and things like that to along the wall. These are actually nodes for spikes. So, unfortunately, extremely unfortunately, even it took me a long time to get this set up, and I set them all up the wrong way. So we can't even utilize the spikes because it just puts them on the interior part of the fence, which doesn't help. Also equally upsetting is because the arrows are all facing outwards, this area doesn't come up as being enclosed. So nobody feels safe despite having the walls. The walls do their job. It keeps the enemy from being able to get in. But because the arrows are not facing inward, it's not registering the rest of the village as being enclosed in a wall. So you saw my farmer here. My farmer, one of the biggest things that's been making them unhappy is that they feel their environment is unsafe and they want it enclosed in a wall. Well, I'm like, wall all over the place. Well, it's because the arrows are the wrong way. So they don't detect this as being a safe space, as being enclosed and behind a wall. So I'm going to have to, at some point, go through everything that I did here. Everything. Remove it, because there's no way to just move things. You can't just pick up something that you placed and place it someplace else. You have to destroy it and then rebuild it. The problem with that, and sorry this is complaining, but the problem with that now is that now these fence pieces that were once linked together is not going to fit quite the same way. So I'm going to have to, it's not going to be a simple process for removing a piece, placing a new piece, because the new piece is going to be blocked by the previous piece. So as you can see, like I did this with some of them, they're overlapping now. They're not connected like they normally would be. So, so this whole process is it's gonna suck. I'm gonna have to do it. Their building in this game is not great. And I say that because when I go to play something, I don't, especially for the fencing, would be very, very helpful for the fencing. Once I place it, that's it. It drops, and then I have to go back in build mode, find the fencing again, select it to drop the next one, and then rinse and repeat. I have to go back through the menu just to find the piece after I placed it. It doesn't let me. I tried holding Alt down, Control down, Shift down when I click, just to see if that would keep this here so I can place multiple, but it doesn't work. So it could be that I'm doing something wrong, something I'm not seeing possible, but that's what I've been finding so far is the building mechanic is very cumbersome. And with me trying to cover this entire space here in walls, man, it took me many in game days to get that. I got 5 days left for the invasion. 5 days is not enough for me to restore, fix this wall situation. So we're kind of stuck with it as it is. The spikes would have been extremely helpful for this invasion, but it is what it is. We're gonna have to deal with it. Um, Now I was able to. Where did you come from? Wait, where did you come from? That's crazy. Oh, jeez. Okay. I didn't realize we still had a bunch of sticks and firewood all over the place. So, so we're kind of out of luck with regards to the fence. I was able to get the barracks up, and we got a couple people assigned to here. I did do that in the last video, so you guys know about this. Um, what is? Whoa! I've had you on the barracks for this long, and you're only two. Oh no, he's got a star up. Okay. Okay. Cool. What you didn't see though is that I do have the ability to come in here and then go to tasks. Like we got this patrol route right here. I can add a task, but in this patrol route, I went ahead and placed a bunch of markers going all around the base. So these guys, they go to each point. They stay for however long I tell them to stay at those points before coming back around here. They'll do some training and then they'll head back out again. Um, so I'm hoping that in that, um, that'll make the villagers feel a little safer too. But that is the gist of everything that's gotten you guys caught up with where I am at right now. Um, Now we're just kind of waiting for this invasion to start. Um, I do want to get more of these clubs to my villagers. Maybe even some bows and arrows so that they can help out once the invasion starts. But anyways, that's where we're at right now. Um, so we still got some walls to repair too. Um, as I was running out, I did see the portal. If you see that blue light out that way, that is the portal where the invasions, I'm assuming, is going to come from. I definitely could be wrong, but I believe the invasion comes from there. Um, I'm going to go ahead and assign her since she doesn't want to work anymore. I'm going to go ahead and assign her to the barracks. We'll get her trained up so that we at least have another person for defense. Or maybe I'll get her as a builder. Let me see. What's her skill sets? Bomb. Okay. So we did pull off one of our lumberjacks to help out with the crafting, because we put our main crafter off to work on getting alphas ready. So I guess we'll go ahead and put her on this, and then I'll go ahead and set out some flags so that they can go out and gather more wood. Where you at? Okay. Assign that to you. We got one builder, I think. Yeah. And wait, what? What was that crazy skill set that I saw on them? Retired bowman. So maybe I need to go ahead and give them the bow so they can help out with defense. Alright. We had been doing really good with food. The hunters they've been bringing in a ton of meat. And I had the chef working on the campfire to cook up that meat. So, oh, that's resin storage. What? And so we got some cooked meat. It's still not enough. This definitely won't get us through the winter. Not this. We really needed those blueberries, but again, for some reason that farmer just didn't want to work. Probably, like I said, it's probably because of the safety of the village, and since I had messed up that, and the fix was going to be, since I had messed up that, and the fix was going to be the fix is going to be way too much, at least for this now 4-day time frame that we have. Yeah, we're just going to have to make do with what we got so far. Right now I'm going to go ahead and place some flags down. Do I got rope on me? I got sticks, but no rope, and I don't see any spoiled food. Oh, that's right, I picked this up. It's fertilizer. Um, Go set this one down. Build markers and wood harvest. Anyways, I'm gonna get these markers set up and I'll be right back. And I did forget about this, although it's not as great as it was. This thing was, well, actually, maybe it's not this one. Um, Maybe it's over here. The raw food. Yep. And then you hit T to open storage. Look at this. They filled this up top to bottom full of eggs. We got some mushrooms here and there, but look at this. So, food wise, we should be okay living off of eggs. It'd be nice if we could actually cook the eggs, but I mean, it's food. Food is food. Hopefully, we get them to start working on getting some bark in here. I've been struggling keeping him going with that fiber. Um, yeah, we need a ton of it, and I think I'm going to go ahead and focus on getting that. But let me place a few more markers for them for uh, the tree harvest, and I'll get them, and I'll go ahead and grab some Jotun blood so we can get another villager coming. Um, it's a good possibility that we will lose some people with this coming raid. Um, I hope not. Hopefully we can survive this day, but I don't know what this raid looks like. I don't know what it's gonna look like. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a couple of bow. Take two bows because I'm gonna need one. My pick is almost done for. Should probably grab another one of those. I don't see one on here. And then I'll go ahead and grab a couple of these so that I can hand it out to a villager. So let's trade with you. What do you got for weapon? I don't really have anything. Give you that. What you got? Nothing. So there you go. Okay. So we got a shirt up here, and he's coming for it. Which again, Like, my concern is mostly for them and their ability to survive. I know how to survive. I say that, like, I died twice, but I know how to survive, at least, with regards to getting in and out of the code and all that stuff. So, um, and then my death isn't as permanent as theirs is. So I'll let them gather up and get all of that cloth armor first, or the gear first, and then I'll get mine after. So I'm heading back out to get more Jolton blood. We have a good amount already. Dang it. Okay. Oh, I forgot we had that cured leather on us. Okay, I guess I am heading back. We're gonna be back to day 3. Or 3 days before the what? Before the invasion happens. Look at him go. So one of the other things I've been trying to do is actually level up this thing. And I have not been able to because I needed 14 villagers, but it looks like I can now. So once this villager gets here, I'll go ahead and start building for the next one. I don't want to interrupt this. So I'll wait for the villager to arrive, which we got 1 minute left, 1 in-game minute left. And then we'll go ahead and get that started with the 2 builders. Oh wait, you know what? Do I got any homeless? Hopefully I don't. But yeah, everybody's assigned a space. I'm going to need to add an extra cottage. We got this one here. And we got 2 people in it. So I'm gonna need some more. Let's see. Housing, cottage, build. So there we go. Nice, okay. That's what I was worried about. I was hoping it would raise it to the same level as that, and it looks like it is. Okay, there we go. We got a tier 3 Eye of Odin. So if we come here to storage, still takes the 5. I think we got some in this chest over here. Oops. Just need 2. Nice. I'll go ahead and activate. Still recall one of the villagers you have lost. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Still only get 2 as an option, but we got this. Recall one of the villagers you have lost. This one improves their spiritual practice in the latter day, making them more effective and powerful. Springtime vitality. Okay. Doesn't necessarily sound like a negative for us, so we'll go ahead and get them over here. Okay. And let me work on this. Looks like somebody was. And I'll be right back. Oh, come on. So we got the blood moon. We don't know for sure where the attack will come. Oh, look at that. I got lucky. Okay. Want that bow. Okay. Got any more? I mean, we definitely got some more coming. Blood moon isn't over with. Is there actual blood moon in the sky? Really need to figure out healing in this game. You can see my temperature's going down, so we're getting closer to winter. Okay. I don't see a notice up that there's anybody attacking the walls anywhere. Okay, there they are. out of arrows? Oh no. Dang, this has been working. I'm about to lose a villager potentially. Okay. I'm gonna have to see if I can. Can I? I don't know how to. I'm not terribly upset about them breaking the walls because, like I said, I want to have to fix them anyway. Okay. Because I'm gonna have to fix these walls anyway. So I'm more inclined to just go ahead and salvage them and then rebuild. Especially since we got a couple of new builders. We'll just rebuild and we'll build the new ones up the correct way. So let me come here and I'll dismantle this. I'm only going to do the few. I'm not going to go crazy. But we'll dismantle these. They really got through a bunch of walls. This is a gate, right? Let's rebuild the gate. Let's rebuild that. Maybe. Well, because I don't think I could do spikes on this one anyway. So I don't think this one matters, but... need some log sticks. And we need a big one. Daylight and others should be coming in to help out here a little bit. In the meantime, let's pick up what we can. Did I hear? I did. Look, look at that. Our guards came up and cleared them out really easy. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these walls set up the right way. So we go here to defenses, back to hedge walls and build. And you see the arrow pointing in is what we wanted. If you get it close to the next wall, you see the green over there on the left. If you hold right or right click, it snaps it into place. And then when you rotate it, it just rotates it on that axis right there. So and hit that, place that down, and then this is what I was talking about. Once you place it down, it takes it away, and I have to go back into build mode, defenses, and then find my wall again and build and repeat. So I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna come over this way, and then we'll place it there. So we at least get a few walls that are gonna be facing the right direction, and we can get some spikes on them. Go ahead and get this guy out of the way. Where'd he go? Ah, good job. Wait, I'm hearing them out here. But I don't see them, so it is what it is. And a lot of the material that we need for this is already on the ground, so hopefully it doesn't take our builders too long to get it back up. Edge paw, build. Oh, nope, see, I was about to do it the wrong way again. So right click, and that looks good. Man, we got a lot of meat coming through. Hopefully that, oh no, we're definitely okay for winter. We are definitely okay for winter. Sorry for the heartbeats. I just realized that was happening. I drowned the sound out. So I'm gonna run back. I'm gonna go ahead and go to sleep, and see if we can go ahead and clear out these heartbeats. We only got 2 more days left, and I think nightfall. Oh no, it's 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. So, and I'm gonna be sleeping most of the day away, trying to heal back up. And that is snow. Winter is here. We got a ton of firewood, so we shouldn't have to worry about. Oh yeah, look at this. But I think I will do that. I will go ahead and fill these fireplaces to full, so we don't have to worry about the builders coming out and getting it filled up themselves as much anyway. Oh no, it's not good. Pass it. There it is. The structure must be placed on a warehouse. Oh, that's right. That's right. You come here, manage the house, not manage the house. Go here, and then you can come down here to firewood storage and build. So, at the very least, our villagers are, for the most part, outside of maybe the newer ones, are in a little bit better of a spot. I'm gonna wait and see if anybody else comes for that. Again, villagers take priority. They just take priority. Dang, they're fighting over it now. Sorry, dude, I slowed you down because you wanted to wait to me. But again, they're in a better spot. They got the cloak, they got the cow on. So I'll go ahead and eat some of this meat. So they should be a little bit more warmer than they were the previous season. Get the builders in there to build those. I think we got 2 more new houses to get those built in. But I do want to get these fireplaces filled up. Okay. So what I was talking about with regards to the wall, you have these hedge spikes that you could put on. So if I build these, you see now that they're out on the outside. So I can do that, and then hopefully the villagers, when they wake up, they'll come and they'll take and put those up. Now, these aren't on the direction of where the invasion's coming. The invasion's coming from over there. I'm going to try to see. Yeah, see, you see how these are inside? Yeah, that's just so disappointing. That's so disappointing. And you can't tell which way it is until you put that down. Let's dismantle that. Okay. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and break down a couple of these walls over here. This appears to be the direction that they're gonna come. We're gonna break down some of these walls and see if we can get them back up and ready for some spikes. Let's verify. Dismantle. Dismantle. Build wall. So at least it seems as if you get all your material back. So even though you kind of lost out on all that work, just make it easy so that you can I, wasn't supposed to take that. He took the rope. Yeah, wrong side. T dismantle. T dismantle. Build. Edge wall. Build. And then we'll come here and we'll get the spikes going. Build the spikes. This guy, I mean, he's making clothes for us, so I guess I can't complain too much, but man, we need that rope, sir. Okay. So I bet rope is the last thing that we need for this. No, it's 2 long sticks. Nice. Oh, they got it. 2 stones for that. Wait. Okay. We're going to try to use this last day, as wisely as we can. Nope. Dismantle. Dismantle. Build. Hedge wall. Sir, thank you for your hard work. Okay, nice. I'll see if I can find them some nearby stone or something. I'm starting to get cold, so I'm gonna have to go back in and warm up. sitting out here in the snow, dude. Okay. So we'll open this, push the hash spikes, build. Yep, on the right side. Dismantle. D. Okay, I was not expecting that. I need y'all to help with this one. Dang. Took me out. Okay, reborn. Reborn. And I don't have a horn to call everybody. So I'm definitely gonna have some people die. Yep. So let's go ahead and call here. Just going through and wiping us out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, so we're back after that devastating loss. And it looks like we have spawned back into the day of the attack. Kind of feel cheap doing it, but now that I kind of know what's going on, I can go ahead and try to prepare a little bit better. Let's go ahead and open storage. Grab myself some of this, and tea. We had the horn. I thought it was here. Huh. So I'm going to get us ready. Let's do this over here. That's going to come here any moment. And I have no way to summon the militia. Because I think I need the horn in order to do it. I'm going to add Marin because she has her bow. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I need that horn in order to summon everybody. And I don't know for sure where the horn went to. So yeah, we're kind of out of luck. I did have the horn. I didn't have the maid. I had the item to make the horn on me, and I thought I put it in here, but it is no longer there, and I have no idea where it could be at. Let me take hammer. I'll give you one. I'll give you one. Yeah, I guess like we're essentially waiting to die. This is not gonna go over well. Storage, yeah, you got feathers in there. What about you? That. Yeah, I don't know where it went to. Deposit that. So all that work that we did on the walls is gone. So we won't have that defense. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna try to head off at least some of that wave. I didn't see what time it was when it hit. Yeah, here it comes. Alright. So, let me get out here. Why did you open that? Why doesn't that dodge happen when I need it to? Okay, so we got him down. Okay. Why are you out there all by yourself? Oh, you shot me through the tree? Okay, I should probably stop and see what that penalty is for being reborn. Because I'm sure there is one. Here we go. We got another archer. Need to grab something. Oh, now I'm freezing to death. This is not heating me up fast enough. I had a cold, so man, it's devastating. Okay. It doesn't say that it ended. It doesn't say that it ended, so. Oh, man. Oh, there you go. Oh, I really didn't need that. Hopefully this code ends soon. Is the code causing me to... So, them breaking the walls sucks, but it doesn't suck that much in the sense that now I can go through and rebuild the walls the correct way so that when something like this happens again, we will have a better defense. It does suck that it does suck that it wasn't made a little bit more clear. What that expectation was with regards to those walls, so that I could have put it up right the first time, and then I wouldn't have to worry about there it goes. Agent has been repelled. I don't feel like that was a victory at all. That lone cape in the snow just looks so sad. Oh man, we lost a few people. So if I come to this and I look up Joran, you know Joran is gone. I don't see Joe Run on the list anywhere. So it does look like we lost 2 people. I lost some tools, which is fine. I can go get some more. In fact, I'll go ahead and do that now. So, let's see. I got a hammer and a rake. I don't have a hoe, but that should be okay. I'll get the pickaxe and the axe and a dagger. I'll do this. Actually, you know what? We need a new bow. Okay. Alright. I think we are back to normal state. At least I am. Now, since they both died, can I activate this and resummon them? Because we saw we had that column for bringing back somebody that we lost, but I wasn't sure if that meant like they left and then came back, or if it meant that you know, they died. On the, I guess, mini or the boss, the little jumpy guy that came and Hulk smashed us to the ground. When I harvested from him, I got a couple of Jotun bloods, so I'm gonna go ahead and put those on here and see if we will have the ability to bring back at least one of the people, or if we could bring anybody back. So let's go ahead and storage and activate. Yeah, we can get Joe Run back, the departed. Though we got Astrid over here who has some good perks, we'll go ahead and get Joe Run back. He sacrificed. So that's a 7-minute return trip. We'll do it another time to see if we can get the other one back as well. It's beneficial bringing them back because we've had them skilled up pretty well. So it'll be beneficial to get all those skills back. So I'm gonna go ahead and run around and harvest all of the rest of these bodies. Run out, grab some more Jolton blood, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. I got the last Jolton blood that we needed. And let's activate. There's Marin. It shows that she has the same thing, just like it did with Jorun. But when we got Jorun back, he didn't have any of the stats that I remember raising up on him. So it may be that Marin won't be have the ability. Like, you're just essentially bringing back the person, but not the stats and everything else that you built up in them. So we go back and look at Jorun. Here. Yeah, no, it shows the same thing. It shows the same perks as before. I think it's these that potentially went away. Did I have Joe? No, because the person that was out gathering had a way higher gathering skill than that. I want to say I had them on guard duty, but no, he was R. That's right. He was on our storage. See, we don't have anybody on that, I bet. Barbecue, workshop, builder, barracks. Stone cutter set. Builder, builder, builder. Okay. So no, he was on our storage. That's right. There's Marin. There you go, Marin. Okay. Maybe a bow. Some arrows. There you go. Alright. So we'll look at Marin and we see that, yeah, I don't believe that she has the same skills that she had when she passed, when she died, she passed. She has the same perks, which is cool, but I'm not sure that you get that back, what you put into her before she died. So that sucks. It is it definitely adds to the challenge level of this game. Again, this game doesn't hold your hand. I don't feel like it does it in I don't feel like it does it in the greatest of ways, but um, their game definitely is challenging, which does make it extra satisfying when you are able to figure out the things. Now that that does not include the fencing. The fencing that sucked. Um, like if there's a particular way that that fencing has to go down in order for it to work correctly, that should be relayed via some kind of tooltip, some mini quest, something that tells you, okay, point this towards the enemy. Um, just because it's not really clear. Like it wasn't to me. I did feel like it's like I said before that those notes on the now I know the front part of that fence was I thought that those notes were um for like setting up like towers and stuff like that along the backside. And they just kind of lock you into place and you can do it how you want it. But no, that's not it. So, anyways, now I know. And now that I know, hopefully now you know, so you don't make the same mistakes that I made. Um, but that is going to do it for the video for today. We got a lot accomplished outside of the dying repeatedly, and then the crash after the first um, cata- catastrophe. Um, outside of those things, we accomplished a lot. Um, but but that's going to do it for the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like, please level up this video by hitting that like button. And if you haven't already, please level up the channel by hitting that subscribe. And until next time, come back, join me again as we level up together. One game, one video at a time. Until next time, this is Lacan signing out. Peace out, everybody.